In today's video, I will be ranking all 9 of my Nano roller coasters from my least favorite to my favorite. If you guys don't know what a Nano coaster is, it is pretty much a small coaster replica model made out of stainless steel. They are super easy to put together and are very nice souvenirs for any park that you visit. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the rankings. West Coast Racers is going to take the last place spot. Not because it is a bad Nano coaster by any means, but this is actually the only Nano coaster that I have of a coaster that I have not ridden. I received this as a gift from a friend. It is a great Nano coaster, except it does take up a lot of space. I love how the Nano coaster also includes the Mobius loop concept. Coming in at number 8, we have Candemonium. And you can really tell this was my first Nano coaster because I didn't even peel the plastic off of the base. And a lot of the metal isn't lined up because I did not bend the flaps properly underneath. One reason I really like the Candemonium Nano coaster is because even though it's in the back of all my Nano coasters, you can still see the first drop and first couple camelbacks and turnaround. While my bending wasn't the best on this one, this is still a very solid model. Coming in at number 7, we have Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser really has a simple layout, but the layout forms a very unique shape, which allows it to have a massive base. This is pretty close to West Coast Racers for the biggest base of any Nano coaster I have. But it is okay. I really love these Nano coasters with the wooden supports. Even though Storm Chaser technically is steel, the supports look a lot like wood in real life. And I feel like this Nano coaster really does a good job of portraying Storm Chaser's actual layout. But coming up at number 6, we have Maverick, the Cedar Point Nano coaster. This is a very nice Nano coaster, except for a few things. Most of this Nano coaster is perfect, except for the parts of Maverick that are inversions or stangle dive / overbank turns. On Nano coasters, overbank turns and inversions just look like normal camelback hills, which I feel like kind of takes away from this Maverick Nano coaster a little bit, but overall very solid. But I prefer Lightning Rod's Nano coaster slightly more. I really love the wooden supports, as I mentioned earlier with Storm Chaser, and this one is filled with them. I really like the way this Nano coaster turned out, although some of my bending was kind of hard to do, especially with the scream and shout section. I overall really liked how this Nano coaster turned out. I never had a Nano coaster that had like terrain included with it, but honestly, it doesn't look bad overall with the base. And coming in at number 4 is another wooden support roller coaster, and that is Phoenix at Knoebels. This model is so clean, and I think it is because of the fact that Phoenix does nothing crazy with its layout. On the Phoenix Nano coaster, they also added the covering over the final brake rod and the tunnel that you go into before going onto the lift hill. Also, every single buddy hill on this ride is pretty much exact, and even the drop angle on this looks very similar to the real-life Phoenix. Next up is the Cedar Point Limited Edition 150th Anniversary Parkscapes. This has a dope navy blue and gold color, and it is a limited edition item, so only, I think it's 500 or I don't know, of these have been sold worldwide. But Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster is one of the best Nano coasters I've ever seen in my entire life, and it is the best actual coaster Nano coaster that I have. Obviously, the Nano coaster is just a thin metal, so it honestly looks like a single rail, which is why I think Wonder Woman looks so accurate. This one is also very compact, as well as being a very accurate representation of the real ride. The coaster is also pretty large while taking up only a limited space, which I think makes it stand out more amongst my Nano coasters. But coming in at number 1 is the Busch Gardens Williamsburg Parkscapes. Now look at this. This has everything. This Parkscapes has 8 out of 10 roller coasters. It does not include Grover's Alpine Express or Dark Coaster, but it includes every other roller coaster. It includes Loch Ness Monster signature loops, Invader's first covered drop, Apollo's Chariot, Pantheon, and it even has Pantheon's little bunny hill on the lodge, as well as Alpengeist, Tempesto, and much, much more. And also the Busch Gardens entrance just in the middle of the whole thing just makes it all tie together. This is just an amazing Parkscapes, and I am so happy that Coaster Dynamics makes these because these are super dope souvenirs. And that will about do it for ranking every single Nano coaster that I own. Let me know down in the comments if you own any Nano coasters and what your favorite one is that you own. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!